Sunday morning. It looks like sunny's coming, going. Let me know how's the weather at your end. Looks like I haven't been outside. It looks like a bit breezy as well, so never know. We might be able to go for a walk, a nice Sunday walk on the beach later on if the sun. Yesterday caught a little bit warm yesterday afternoon, but then it's got chilly again. So how are we all doing? I have got somebody. You all know somebody who always in the comments. She is in the Bead Club. You know her. I'm not gonna tease anymore. I'm just gonna bring her on. But without any further ado, hi Maxine. Without any further ado, Brenda. Good morning. How are you?
Fine, thank you, Kitti. Morning, everybody.
Oh, bless. Like, when we asked Brenda to come on, she's like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And then she's got, she's got a dose of courage. It's like, oh, why didn't I do it? I was like, yay, she's going to do it.
Yeah, I succumbed finally.
Oh, you be absolutely brilliant. So tell us about it. How long have you been beading, or when was the first time you beaded?
Right. I think the first time I came across anything bead-wise was I was at the Olympia exhibition in London. I went there for cards. It must have been 8, 9 years ago. And I think it was the one probably year that I think you weren't actually there. It was just Simon on his own. And I was very disappointed with the cards downstairs. So I went upstairs and came across Totally Beads stall. Was looking around. Simon came up to me and said, "Can I help you?" And I said, "Oh, I've just always fancied having a go at jewellery making." And as I'm speaking to him, I saw the sign that said Clacton on Sea. And I went, "Oh, I don't believe this. I live in Clacton on Sea." And he went, "Oh, well, why don't you come down to our open day? We've got one next weekend." So I did. Walked in the door, saw Sharon, who was brilliant. She walked me around the warehouse, gave me some tips on what to try and make first, showed me how to make a few loops, and the rest is history, really.
Yes. How many years ago was that? We haven't done Olympia for quite some time, so it must have been 5, 6, I don't know,
I
more.
think it's at least 8 years ago. I'm sure it was. I was trying to work it out with Simon a few weeks ago how long it was.
This is the
Yeah.
thing, like I now think about like when I did something, how long have I been doing it? And I'm thinking about like, was it before Christopher? Was it before Lucy?
Mm.
When did this happen? Like, thinking about the children because like how old your children are. I can never
Mm.
remember how long have I been. So what other crafts have you been doing before or?
I was card making. And I used to have a market stall where we used to sell laminated first name meaning prints. And I used to do personalised children's Christmas cards and birthday cards as well.
Wow.
So yeah, I've thought about doing the print, going back into doing some of the prints, but just doing them online, maybe towards the end of the year. I've sewn. I used to make kids' clothes when I was younger, but life gets in the way, and you work and everything else, and it goes to one side, doesn't it?
I think you move from one craft to another all the time,
Yeah,
don't you?
yeah, yeah.
Everybody's saying hello. Look at Debbie, how many
Morning.
hearts she's sending to you.
Oh, bless.
Bless you. And I have to say thank you for Corinne Slogney. I hope I said your name right. Thank you so much for the stars. Really, really appreciate it. So, shall we go down to the mat and you're going to show us some of your lovely makes?
Right. This is the very first piece of jewellery I ever made. That was
Oh,
They were the earrings that Sharon helped me choose the beads for, and I've still got them. The only thing I've changed since I had them is I've put sterling silver ear wires on, and I still wear them even now.
oh, bless. I don't
Yeah,
even know
so
what was the first one I made. I don't think I know like a first few, the first year I made a few bits of pieces, but I don't know which one the first ever piece. That is so cool that and you got the first ever piece what you made. I think that's really,
yeah,
really good.
I just never forgotten what the first thing that I ever made. To me they're quite special. And as I say, and then I sort of progressed onwards to a lot of the time towards genuine gemstones. But I'm going to put these on because these are Two of my
Eve,
favourite bracelets that I've ever made.
the even can peyote, and we did that in a bead club first, didn't we?
Yeah,
And then you
yeah.
went and adopted it because you didn't want the button on it, and you put the toggle clasps on there.
I think originally I put a slider clasp on,
Yeah.
and then I adapted it again to putting the toggle clasps on. I've sold loads of these to friends and family, so I should probably be doing a few more as well.
Simon just put the link up for us for if any of you
Oh,
fancy
great.
make any of those bracelets.
Yeah, okay.
I know you were coming in the warehouse and then you were like putting together all sorts of different colorways and bits of pieces. Well, I have to say thank you for Jan Grains. Thank you so much for the stars, lovely. Really appreciate it.
These are another favourite of mine that you showed us a few weeks back. The flat herringbone. It was the first time I've ever done those.
Wow, look at
And
those patterns, ladies. That looks really good.
I love them. I think they're brilliant to make. And again, I learned that from yourself, and you just make up your own patterns as you go along.
Yeah.
So yeah, I quite enjoy making those.
Oh, Simon, thank you. Simon put up the link for the video for 26th of January. So if you want to go, you
Oh,
can go
bless.
and check that out.
Yeah.
He's being a very good assistant this morning, isn't he?
Yeah, I got you well trained, Kitti.
Oh, bless.
These are some Russian spirals.
So we got Russian Spiral 1 there. They're the
Yeah,
one with the little 3mm bugle beads.
that's right. Yeah, they're the main ones that I make actually, because I don't know. There's just something about them I like. And that one I made with the bigger beads as well.
The bigger bugles, yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I enjoy those. I like those a lot. So what else we got? I'll show you these ones as well. These are the
Oh, the netted ones, they're good. We had a video on that as well, Simon, if you can find it. And pop it in there. Netted bracelets, we did them, I don't know, last summer sometime.
Again, I've done quite a few of those. Most of them I've been nabbed by my daughter-in-law. She loves wearing them.
I love netting as well, and we actually got a netted one coming up in a bead club, which we're gonna do a base and put things on the top, and that's I love. You can do so much with netting, and that's next
Yes,
week in the bead
absolutely.
club.
And I say, if you put the beads across the top, because sometimes it stretches a bit too much, doesn't it? So I put the beads across the top, and I think it holds it in place a little bit more. But there's lots of different options you've got with them. This one is what you did recently. This is the tourmaline.
Yeah, the stone.
Yeah.
I love that. I remember we were talking about this because like I used like the round beads and then you used like pearls and chips and I said, oh, I wonder how does that look, but that looks actually really nice. That looks amazing.
Yeah, I mean, tourmaline's it's a funny stone anyway, isn't it? To get the nice beads, with it. I've got the amazonite and I've got the amethyst still to make at home. Yeah, so I'll get round to doing that at some point.
And Sam, just gonna pop the link in for the video.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me know, everybody, that if you like this, because we came up with this idea the other day that if we give you the links for the videos, then you can when we show something, then you could go back and you could watch it if you wanted to.
Yeah. These are some of your semi-precious that you've had on the website.
I think they're the agate ones. I love those ones because they like the matte finish. And about those, that like the more you wear it, the matteness is gonna go away and they're gonna become shiny a little bit. But I love those beads.
I do. I mean, I was very anti matte beads at one point, but once I got working with them, I rather enjoyed, using them. That's those. All right. These are some hematites. This is a set I made a long, long time ago. Just plain hematite with some fancy spacers.
What are the link beads? Diane is asking. I think that was for the one before, but I think you just did it. You just turned them into links, didn't you? The beads themselves, or did you
For
strung them
the
on? The agate one you just showed us just
oh
a minute
yeah,
ago.
yeah, I just made rosary links and linked them all together. Yeah, yeah. So that's that hematite. And these. And this is the rock crystal ones, which I got from you ages ago. I made these to go when I went on holiday one year.
I love those.
Yeah, I do. You know, you've had them in all different colours, haven't you? But they're quite a statement piece when you wear them, you know, especially if you've got a black dress or something like
I'm
that
not
with
even
it.
sure if we got any of those left. Maybe there's a few left in the warehouse, but I'm not sure. I know like one when we used to do the exhibitions, we used to sell loads of them. Obviously last year we didn't do any exhibitions. So I'm not sure, but
Yeah,
I'll have to look. But probably they will be a few probably banging
yeah,
around in the warehouse.
yeah. Um, and there's this one that we did. I think it was a Sarah project, wasn't it? There you go.
Oh, Jean, don't say that. Like, you know, I think finding videos sometimes, like, I can't find stuff on our own website. So I feel stupid as well. So don't feel stupid at all. It's fine. That's why we always trying to think up ways how it is we can make it easier for you.
Mm.
That
But yeah, I
lovely.
think the
That was one of Sarah's, wasn't it?
yeah,
The
it
Bead
was, yeah.
Club. Back
Yeah,
in.
and all I did was I put a little ball chain all the way through it. But I mean, you can put any kind of chain on it, I suppose. But at the
Yeah.
time, that was all I had available.
That we did that just before Christmas, didn't we? I think that was she did it. Sarah was teaching it.
Yeah, and I think you also did something similar on a Facebook Live not long afterwards, because I remember sitting in the warehouse at the last minute making little samples up for you.
No, I think Sarah did it or did I do it? No, I think Sarah did it as a Facebook. I don't know. Sarah did it as a Facebook
Yeah,
Live as well afterwards.
right. Okay. What else have we got? These are
Oh wow.
the ropes I've done with the super duos.
I have got something very similar coming up very soon. And you've seen
Yeah.
it, Brenda, haven't you?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
They look lovely.
Yeah, I
And to
love,
be honest,
absolutely love
when I was playing around with it and when I was making it, it really does grow very quick. I
it.
was really surprised how quick we can put it together.
Yeah, yeah. I absolutely love working with the super duos all together, to be fair.
Oh,
And then I made, sorry.
Diane is just confirming Sarah did it as a Facebook Live.
Oh, right,
Lucy's
yeah.
saying, wow, I love those super duo necklaces. Yes, so that's coming up very soon.
Yeah, well, they were the multicolour ones that you had, weren't they?
And I remember saying like, oh, I'm not really sure what to do with these multicolors because like, you know, I like regularity. So I need to have like either like coated on
Mm,
both sides or like always on
yeah.
one side. But these were like sort of all over the place. And Ben was like, I know what to do with them.
Yeah, I mean, I got hooked with it, so that's why I made a second one. Right, where are we? I can show you this. This wasn't one of yours or anything. We were talking about the reclaimed beads.
Yeah. I think Sue Pickner put us onto the reclaimed beads, and she's got a
She
friend who
did. She's
does.
got a lot to answer for my bank balance at the moment. And so I got those reclaimed beads, and yeah, I just love them. You know, it's something different. You know.
I
Oh,
have
I
to
want to show
agree with
you.
that, Mina. Lucy is amazing.
I don't know if you can see him.
Oh wow! I was really hoping you're gonna show this to your owl. I love it. Did you glue this down or did you stitch it down?
No, it's all. It's just a canvas print that had an owl outline on. And I just coloured in a couple of bits with felt pens, and the rest of it is all gemstone chips that I glued on. And
Wow,
yeah,
that link
he's,
that looks fantastic. That
yeah,
looks
he sits
amazing.
above my desk.
I so wanna try something like that, but maybe when I retire, I will have all these. So Diane, Camille, no, sorry, not then. Camille is asking, what are reclaimed beads?
Basically beads that have been from old necklaces. You can pick them up at boot sales, or so the lady that I get a lot of mine from, she obviously does all the hard work, gets out a lot of old secondhand necklaces, cuts them up. She gets a lot of old Indian jewellery. So you have the tikas as well. So it's nice to be able to reuse stuff alongside new beads. I think there's a place for everything.
Definitely. I
But
love the idea to do reusing and giving a new life for something old.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I've started another picture, but I'm not as happy with that one at the moment. So he'll have to wait for a little while longer. This is one of yours, as we think we did this at a bead club,
Or the
well, one of the
spiral
early bead clubs.
staircase, yeah, with the crystals. I don't know if we
Yeah, it was
got
that.
those anymore, actually. I think we got a
Hmm?
video on it back in last summer some point. But
Mm,
well, we got crystals and bits of pieces still in stock. We just like it's just there's not enough hours to make all the like bundles up and everything and put them together. But I'll put that on the list. I'm just gonna start and I sort that out next week actually and re-link those. I'll get Leanne or Scott to relink the products
yeah,
for
because
it.
it was a lovely one to make, and I mean, it was one of the first spiral things I ever did with you. I think we all had a few swear words at the bead club in the beginning when we were doing it, but I think everyone managed it. And I did have it. She have a pair of earrings somewhere to match, but for the love of God, I can't find them anywhere.
I think it's one of those things that you need to um, once the light bulb goes, like you can really sit down and do it.
Mm. I think this is another one of your spirals as well.
That's lovely as well. Is that little crystals on there? What's on there?
No, it's got super duos in it, I think.
Oh, that's the
Or is it
miniature
mini
one.
duos? Yeah. I don't know if you've still got a link for that one, have you?
Simon just got we got the kids and Simon just gonna pop in there. Oh, they
Mm.
saying everybody's saying about the beat. I love the beat club. Joey's saying I love the owl. What a great idea, Brenda. Leanne just popped on. See,
Thank
speak.
you.
What's the speak? What's the expression? Speak of the devil. Is it? We're
Yeah.
just talking about Leanne. I got links for you to do tomorrow. Lindsay's saying love the spiral staircase. Charity shops are good for buying necklaces and taking apart. And Kimberly is saying thank you for the thank you for the answer.
Oh,
And
good.
Lucy just popped up the Bead Club link for us. So the Bead Club is if you don't know what the Bead Club is, Leanne is saying that's weird. Yeah, might be psychic. You might be psychic, Leanne. So the Bead Club is we meet on Thursday night or Friday morning. We've got a couple of clubs going and we just do classes through Zoom. So every single week we do something different and something new and just sort of play around with beads and jewelry and do all sorts of different techniques. Sarah's doing some of the classes and Sue is doing some of the classes. She just done one last week. She done this week, just gone, done a lovely bracelet.
We have a good laugh in the bead club too. It's real
Yeah.
good fun. You know, we put the world to rights. But it's there's some people in there. We do have a good
Yeah.
laugh.
I think
Yeah.
what's great about it that like it's definitely one of my favorite, like I look forward to it every single week because you get to know all these people and like you get to invest in them life a little bit and it's like my little social bubble for the week.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Le-
We need a fix every now and again, Kitti.
Definitely. Leanne said, as I clicked on, you said my name. That must have been really like, Leanne.
Oh,
And
bless her.
Hilary is saying, I love making the miniature spiral, beautiful necklace. Joe is saying, morning girl, nice to see you, Brenda, beautiful makes.
Morning, Joe.
Sarah is saying, I could see a peacock picture. Peacock as a picture, that would look really good, wouldn't it? With the
Oh, what?
big
Sorry.
feathers, big feathers at
Yeah.
behind.
it's just a question of finding the right picture. Sometimes I go through, the adult colouring books. You can get some beautiful outline pictures in those, and then you could cut them out and stick them on a blank canvas, and then work it from there. Right, I don't know I can't remember. Did we do these at in a live? I can't remember.
I don't think so. I can't remember those.
They're like a
But
tennis
I think you
bracelet.
showed them to me in the warehouse, and they look really, really good. It's like a bit of a square stitch and a bit of a. If you want to bring one up and show it to the camera so they can see it closer, it looks really good with the cubes. So it's sort of a bit of a square stitch and a bit of a right angle weave mix. It looks really great. Maybe we can do it. Maybe you can come back, Brenda, and teach us all.
Yeah, well, we'll think about that one, Kitti.
Like this one, you said, "Oh, I'm not going to do it." No, I'm not going to do it. And she's like, "Oh, I did okay."
So this one was we did these in the Bead Club, and
that was a couple of weeks ago. So we did a tubular netting with crystals, and you, instead of the crystals, you were using the cat's eye beads. So, and we said, "Oh, that would be good." So we might you never know, we might have a live very soon with the cat's eye beads and showing it to you all.
Yeah, we might just have that, yeah. These are I think the other ones we did in the Bead Club.
Bead Club as well. That's the Hubble stitch. I love the Hubble stitch, and actually, one of our members in the Bead Club, Diane, she came up with a really good idea for the Hubble stitch, which I'm I'm thinking to do and turn it into a kit. But like I need 10 hours more every single day to be able.
There's not enough hours in the day. We all know that. Right. Next ones I've got is one of my favourites, as you know, is the herringbone chain, spare beads, and I've done it in a couple of colours, and you can use some of those large hole beads that you've got. You can put on there.
And isn't it funny, because I know, like, we did the herringbone stitch in the warehouse in a class, and I remember you sitting there and you just could not get it. And I showed it to you like probably about 2 or 3 times, and there were other people in there, and you were like, "You know what? I'm just going to go away. I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm going to go home," and it's like, I'll give up. And then I think it's clicked for you, and now you love it. I know, because you do it all the time.
It's so versatile, isn't it? Especially with all the pendants that we've been making recently. That if you do it in the sort of size 11 beads, that goes through most of the pendant bales, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, one of my favourites to do again. Where are we? I've got this one. If you can see that. That was sort of a bracelet. I sort of didn't really know what I was doing, and it just sort of evolved.
But I think, isn't that the best thing, when like, it just sort of, you just sit there and just play, like, Christopher plays with Lego, we play with beads. I mean, let's face it, that's what we're doing here.
Well, why should kids have all the fun?
Exactly.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to show you this.
Alison is saying, I was the same with herringbone, now I love it as well.
Yeah. Going back to when I was doing a lot of gemstone stuff, these are some tanzanite pieces that I made. I love tanzanite, absolutely love it. You can see those. And that one I made with that was the Byzantine, but it's fairly loose Byzantine, but it's all in sterling silver with a tanzanite little pendant thing that was in the middle.
Yeah, I think they look really good. Sometimes it's like less is more and more is less. So like you can like just have one bead and then really makes the chain stand out. And, it's like great to do. And am I saying that right, that you do have a page and you do sell your makes?
I do. I don't promote it a great deal, but because I don't have a lot of, well, I should have time, but I don't seem to have a lot of time to do it. But I do update it every now and again. Yeah.
So would you like to tell us what is your page, please?
It's called Sparkles. I'll put a link onto the page later on if you like.
Okay, that would be brilliant.
Yeah. Okay. Let's put those down there.
Oh, I love those again. Just
that was an amethyst pendant that I had, and we've now got them in, haven't we? And the amethyst pendants we did same as the tourmaline and the amazonite ones, very similar. So your the dyed jade.
yes.
Yeah, they went quite well with it actually, and then just some amethyst bicones.
I just found your page, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pop this in the chat for everybody to check out, because I think you all should check out. So you just talk for a second and I just pull up the feed and I put in.
Thanks, Kitti. So it's a bit limited on there at the moment, but you know, it's I don't know. I don't like promoting myself sometimes. You know, I'd sooner sell at a craft fair or something like that. But unfortunately, we haven't got many of them around at the moment.
I think they're gonna be back very soon. I think we will be fine.
I hope so. This is another. This is rough amber
Oh
with a
wow.
little sterling silver pendant that I made. I think you know I'm rather fond of amber, so it's one of my favourites.
I think I have got Simon. One of the first jewelry he bought for me, and was just sitting there. But it was on amber, set in sterling silver, and I don't dare to wear it because I'm like worried I'll lose it.
Yeah. So just there's a couple more of the gems. So this is abalone.
Oh, I love a bit of abalone.
Yeah, it's another earring somewhere around. I don't know where that's disappeared to. Yeah. Again, you know, you don't have to have a lot of beads. Sometimes simple is better, I think. Let's put that down. These, I think, were some lampwork beads that you had in your warehouse a long time ago.
Oh, I think we still got some of those red stripy ones
Well,
somewhere.
they have actually. I rather like them. You know, they're different.
Definitely.
And you know, they're what the focal beads, and I like a nice focal bead. You know.
Oh, Simon just put the link in. Similar, he says we got.
Yeah. You've got some the DZI agates on your website, or you did have. I don't know if you still got them.
They look good as well.
So there's a couple of bracelets in the pink one, and then I did a set in the blue as well, with a little love thing on it.
I love that. Like, you know, you just put a little charm on it and it's all like, you know, it makes it like really nice and stands out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Gwen, thank you so much for the stars. Gwen sent us some stars.
Bless her.
Lindsay's saying, I like the Lamberg beads. They remind me of sweets.
I'm not allowed to eat boiled sweets because I nearly choked on them, so my kids have banned me from eating them.
Ah.
Again, that's using those multicolour super glues. I had a few left over.
Maxine is saying, gorgeous for Brenda, but you are taking your way too quickly. So slow down, we've got
Oh,
time.
so sorry.
Yeah, I love those as well. With that one, do you go side to side or do you run up and down?
Side to side, I think, on those. Yeah, yeah.
I
You
like that
can
you
do it
have
with
to,
two needles, but it can be a bit messy.
yeah.
But it's quite a simple pattern, but I like it, and it doesn't take long to make up, probably about half an hour or something like that. But yeah, with those multicolour beads, I thought it was quite effective. Um, this one was made with some very, very tiny gemstones, rounds.
Oh wow! That can you like sort of lift it up to the camera so I can see a little bit or closer, or I can see that looks really good. What's
Again, it was one of those ones that it just evolved.
is that a
I think
particular stage or what are you doing?
um, do you know, I cannot even. It started off with 6 beads in a round, and then I wanted to do a stripe, so it just sort of evolved from there. I'll bring it in and you can have a look at it and see if you can work a pattern out for me. Maybe it's something might want
I
to do.
love that. Lauren's saying, what stitch is that as well? You know how many times I do that? I do something, I put it to the side, and like 2 years later, I'm looking at it. How did I do this? How did this
It's,
happen? Like you forget it because it's like recipes of making cakes or cooking, like you don't remember them. Like you kind of remember what you put in it, but you're not going to remember the amounts you put in it unless if it's something what you've been making all the time. So I love
yeah,
that.
yeah. I'd have to have a good think how I made that. I'll bring it in. You can figure that one out if you like.
It's like we're gonna do the African helix in the bead club soon. It's a tubular stitch, and I did it 15 years ago, and I did quite a few necklaces with it. But the life of me, I could not remember how I did it. So do you know what I did? I cut the necklace up to see how I did it. Oh, I love a beaded lace.
Mm,
Just such a little
yeah,
delicate pattern.
yeah. I think
They
it's
did like the chariot earrings as well. So we were doing it that for 2 weeks, I think, on the Facebook Live.
yeah. Well, I just rather than do the ones that you had, these are just a piece. I just threaded some beads on a
Yeah.
piece of wire and made the links, and put them onto a pair of earring findings.
Oh,
But
there's so many
I thought,
different things you could do.
yeah, it's quite bridal, isn't it? I think the white one, and it was such an easy pattern, and I think everybody enjoyed making it, didn't they?
It's a nice summer make as well because, like,
Yeah,
it's quite light in weight. So in the summer, like, I'm not really a necklace person anyway. I like lariats, but
mm,
if I have to wear a necklace, I want something very light, which just
mm,
doesn't sort of like take my neck down all the way to the floor. Oh, Lucy's saying she loved doing the beaded lace.
yeah, yeah. It was great fun to do. Um,
Oh, Diane is saying she does exactly the same. That's what I do. Cut up to find out how I made it again. R&B, like we all do the same thing, don't we? We all do the same thing.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I
Yeah,
don't know if I have to count how many pieces of like beadwork or necklaces, pendants, earrings I did over the last 19 years. I think we're talking about thousands. So,
yeah,
like you can't possibly remember everything. Oh, I
yeah,
love those earrings. We were talking about those that David Simon that we should do like a big pack or something because they were really cute,
yeah.
very easy
I
to
think they
make.
were the ones that I thought I had with the spiral, but I don't know what happened to them. But
So we
yeah,
did
that again,
that
nice
we
easy
did
pattern.
yeah, we did those with the flat spiral bracelets. I can
Mm,
see that you use pearls on there. I think in a flat spiral bracelet we did it with miracle beads.
Right. Yeah.
And a crystal, we did it with crystal as well, I think.
Mm. Yeah, they were crystal and they were just pearls, those ones.
Lindsay is saying the beaded lace necklace is very popular at craft fairs, have made it in a variety of colors.
I'm not surprised actually because it's lightweight, but it's something that's easy to and it's not expensive to make up either, is it? So you can recoup your money quite easily on those.
Absolutely.
And do you remember the beaded money chains that we did?
Oh yeah, I love the money chain. So the first time I did the money chain was, oh God, about 17, 18 years ago. I did it with, I have to actually, I did it with skulls. I know that was one of them, never wore it. And then I did it with some other beads as well. Link them together. And then we were talking about, we last saw with Sarah. So I was like, oh, I like this. And then she actually did it as a Facebook Live. 13th of July, Simon just popped the link in there. I really do love it because you can interchange it as well, and you can do all sorts of different things. And that's the thing, like when you go 5 minutes, you can make a link or 2 links up, and then add it together at a later date.
That's right.
Lucy's saying, I've still not tried the money chain. I must give it a go. Absolutely, Lucy.
Yeah, that one was from the honeybee anniversary kit. I used the beads that were in that.
That looks really good, yeah.
And that one was just I just fancied making one up with white pearls.
So in the olden days, that what I think I'm gonna. This was a very long time ago when I read up about it, so I'm gonna read up, and if we read it again, I will let you know. But in the olden days, what they used to do, they used to have different beads with different links on bracelets and necklaces, and they used to swap them. So like if you meet somebody and you like them, you would take one off of yours and they would take one off from theirs, and you swap the beads and you end up with this bracelet, which is all sorts, or necklace, this jewelry, which has got beads from all sorts of different people, like links. Because the clasp, like if you use a W clasp on there, you can open it up and take things off of it and put things back on. So I love the idea of it.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can add to it, change it anytime you want, can't you? Yeah, this was again using beads. That's from again beads from the same anniversary kit, and that's just like a right angle weave, isn't it? Again, which is one of my favourite stitches to do, to be honest.
I love right angle weave as well. Like I use it was I think the second or third stitch I learned, and I was like, oh my God, I'm never gonna get on with this. Like I don't like it. I seriously like don't like the stitch. And then like I find myself using right angle weave the most because it's the most versatile stitch. I love it now. Probably it's one of my favorite stitches now. But like when I first started, it was a bit daunting because you were like going around in circles all sorts of ways, and I'm just like, what am I doing here? But once that light bulb goes and you do learn it, you can make the most amazing patterns with it.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, and use so many different beads as well.
Dan is asking, are the W links still in stock?
No, I don't think we've got very many left.
Simon is saying we haven't got many left at the moment, but I will pop you on the list and I'll see if we can get some in. But perhaps we could ask Natalie to maybe, or somebody who's very good at wire work to show us how to make some up. That looks really good.
Again, I think that was another BeadClub project that we did.
Yeah, that was the netted necklaces. That looks really pretty.
Yeah, I think everybody...
All of you did that the other week.
Yeah, we all enjoyed doing that one, I think.
I think sometimes it's like nice to do something really easy where you can just sit like in a bead club. So how I kind of like look at it and structure it. So we do something what's really easy, which like you can sit there and just like it's not like easy. So I'm not just doing stringing, but you can just sit there and like sort of chat. We do something which is a little bit more, I guess, intermediate. So like you have to think about a little bit of the pattern, and we do something which is completely different. So like Sarah would do French beaded flowers or something different, and then we do some like it's within a month, and we do something again which is like, you know, using a particular bead or something like that. So I try to structure it that we get a little bit of everything in there.
That's right, yeah.
Lorna is saying if you work with wire, they're not hard to make. The wheelings, I made mine. Ooh, very good, Lorna. Maybe you have to show us how to make it lovely.
She's got some beautiful work, Lorna has.
Yeah, absolutely. Lindsay's saying it took me a while to get my head around right angle weave and crow. So crow is cubic right angle weave.
And this was a bundle that you put together. I think you were doing bracelets or something.
Yeah, the bracelet with pins. That was the oh, I'm brain dead. I need a sip of my coffee. Opaline beads. That's it.
That's the ones. Yeah, yeah. I got the bundle and I thought, no, I think they're too heavy for me for a bracelet, but I thought they were ideal for a necklace.
Because you had a lot of head pins in it, didn't it? And you made like a little bubbly bracelet, which I love. I love big chunky bracelets sometimes in the summer, and it's just like a different technique, I guess. But like this is a perfect example of like whatever I do on a Facebook Live, you don't have to do the same thing. You can do whatever you like with the beads, and I do encourage you to play and try out different things, and then just pop a picture into the group so everybody else can see it.
And I like making lots of rosary links from scratch. So for me, it was, you know, and I also like that sort of the darker coloured wires as well. So yeah, I enjoyed that one as well. Let's put that back. These are again a right angle type weave.
So Lindsay just said that she missed the knitted necklace week because she was in hospital. So the one thing what we do, this is about the Bead Club. So what we do in the Bead Club is we have the classes on Zoom and we record those classes, and that goes into the private Facebook group for that class. So you can go back and rewatch it as well. So you kind of like, even if you miss the lesson on Thursday night or Friday, you don't miss it because you can go into the Facebook group and rewatch it. So do check the Bead Club ad because we do have a lot of and Sarah's saying don't forget to press the like button. Yes, let's give some thumbs up to Brenda. That's really appreciated. I always forget to say it. I'm too busy looking at the lovely beads and what we're doing.
These were all again a form of right angle weave, and I've made the earrings to match. So the earrings actually reflect the same as the same a shortened version of the bracelet.
Yeah. What stitch are there?
They're like a right angle weave, aren't they? That one's got like a crisscross across it.
Yeah. That
this one
is a spiral staircase.
No, they're literally a right angled weave with a crisscross and a pearl, and I've done on both sides, the crisscross and a pearl in the middle as well on that one.
Jenny's saying that's the class what went missing, Kitti. Like that's when Facebook done an update and we lost the class, but I have uploaded since then, so it's in there. So if you go in the group, Jen, and go into the media tab, go into videos, and you can see all the videos. It's in there. It's been uploaded again since then.
That's right. Okay. I've only got one of these actually left. You think that was one of your projects as well, Kitti?
Sandra Portman send us some stars. Thank you so much for the stars, love. We really, really appreciate it. I don't know. I think we were. It rings a bell, but I think we did it with some different beads, and you tried it with gem duos, perhaps.
Yeah, it might be the super duo ones you did.
I think we did it with super duos, and you tried it with gem duos.
Yeah.
So this is another example that how lovely is to do that, to take a stitch and use your own beads and do your own bits and pieces on there.
Yeah, just that one. Again, this is just going back to reclaim beads. This is
oh, I love that. That looks really good.
stretchy bracelet. I've got the reclaim beads. I think I picked them up at a boot sale ages ago. I just put some crystals in between, and it's a stretchy, and it's lovely to wear, you know.
I haven't been to boot sale for, I don't know, at least 2-3 years. It's not 4. Because I used to live up the road from the boot sale when we in the old house, and it was all we up on Saturday. It was on Saturday morning, so on Saturday morning, like we like with the kids, we would walk up because like Lucy had this fixation of collecting books. Like she didn't want to read the books, but she just wanted to collect the books. So like, you know, there's no point like buying her books, 7, 8, 10 pound books, and then it just sits on the shelf. So we used to pop up to the boot sale, and she used to buy all these Magic Fairy books for like 20p, and it was all right. So we used to go up almost every single week. And then since we moved, I don't think I've been to a boot sale at all. Must go again when they start again.
Yeah, I think they have around here. I think one's just opened up, the Late Riser.
Helen is asking, where or how do you get to Zoom? So if you pop onto the beadclub.co.uk, you can see our you can join the Bead Club, and then it's all the information is there. And if you got any problems at all, I'm always happy to jump on a FaceTime or a call or anything for you and explain it how the Zoom works. But it's really, really easy. Like, you know, we got Jean, and Jean turned 86 last week, didn't she? In one of our on the Thursday night Bead Club, bless her, and she can do it as well. So it's very easy to get onto Zoom, because I send you a link and you just need to press on the link.
If I can do it, anyone can do it. It's dead easy. But this is just some more of those reclaim beads. And you did a technique, I think, on one of your bracelets with the crystals, where you had to put them on one way and then they turned. And I think I used that on there. But, yeah, quite effective, I thought that one was.
Helen is saying, I tried to watch Creation Station last night, but only discovered there's no subtitles in it. I'm really sorry, Helen. I need to sort of some of the things, because Facebook didn't update, didn't work correctly, so I will fix that for next time, and there will definitely be subtitles on it. Doing one in a couple of weeks, so I will make sure that turn that on there, because I need to go in separately and turn it on in the back end, so I will do that for you next time.
That's is it the double drop peyote?
Yeah. We got that coming up again soon, actually. I really do love it. And I got all sorts of different colors of cubes in, and I think they're going to look really good.
Well, you had a lovely range of colours last time with those, didn't you?
We did it in the rainbow pack, I think, didn't we? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's extremely easy to make. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to when you get any more in to do those. This was another thing, another pattern. I can't remember what it was. Was it a Bead Club pattern or a Facebook Live?
Can you just bring it up a little bit? I think, is that pearls in the middle, or is that
sorry, I can't.
crystals? There we go.
I've got crystals.
No. I think that was I think we did that in the Lydia. I think that's the Lydia one. We did it as I think we did it as a tennis bracelet. I think Leanne called it as a tennis bracelet on the website as well. Yeah. We did a different version of it a couple of weeks ago when we added extra seed beads on there with different sizes of crystals, and we did it with hematite beads as well.
Very easy to do.
I love it. I really did love those ones. And you know when I love a bracelet or love a necklace, because I sit here and make the samples up myself, all of them. Yeah, Tina, I think you're right. It was called a tennis bracelet.
Yeah. Again, that's
I love that.
That was just a reclaimed bracelet bar that I had, and again, it just sort of I wasn't quite sure what I was doing with it, but again, it just evolved. You know, the pattern on it.
Oh, Tina, thank you so much for the stars. It's really, really much appreciated.
That's another one that's been with reclaimed beads, and I just had some super duos which I made the links with.
That looks really good as well.
That's got some little reclaimed pieces in the middle, the diamantes. I apologise for the clasps all looking the same, but I've got two particular clasps of yours that I like to use, both in the antique silver and the antique gold, and I like them because they don't tarnish.
Yeah, but
I tend to use them all the time.
I always stick to the magnetic clasp because that's what I
Yeah.
like to use. I think we all have a particular clasp what we like using, and then like especially with these magnetic clasps, they come in different colors. Those toggles come in different colors as well, so you can just you can just use the same thing and it's familiar.
Yeah. Yeah, so I use them all the time, I've got to be honest. This is a mookaite.
That looks really good as well. I love gemstone chips, and I think they are so underused that like we don't use them enough in jewelry, and they're like the most inexpensive gemstone beads because that's the ones what they left after they formed the other beads out, and I think they're good for so many different things.
Yeah. I mean, I love using them. I mean, that was with, I made that with the base of it was with wire, and then I just made a couple of loops and then put a clasp on it. And I think they're your snowflake spaces that you do.
Yeah, that's what they are. Yeah, they look good.
This was an attempt at a wire work bracelet. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, that looks good.
Made that ages ago. And it's quite nice because it fits quite snugly around your wrist. And I think they're some little crystals that I got from you. What else have we got? That one.
Wow, that looks really good. Is that are
That's
super duos?
Yes, the super duo bracelet. Yeah. That was one I think a tutorial I found online for that. It's just little domes, but it's again, it's a very simple one to make. If you've got super duos, it's doesn't take long to do.
Yep. Did you make the different links up separately and then put it together?
Yes, I did. Yeah. But So and then you just sort of bead in between them just to link them up. Yeah. I don't know if you can see that. Probably that's an amethyst bracelet that I made with sterling silver.
Oh, that looks really good. Oh, I love sterling silver.
Yeah, it's quite a deep amethyst, that one. And then that's another amethyst I made as
In
well.
amethyst, you can get so many different colors.
Yeah. That one's just got some little daisy type spacers that I made up to go in between as well.
Deborah saying, what a beautiful makes. I always enjoy Sunday morning show. Thanks, ladies. Too ill make today, but it's great to see you all. Lovely jewelry, very talented. Lovely pieces, Brenda. Everybody's saying, oh, lovelies.
Oh, they're really kind.
I think we got such a lovely community here, and that's what I love. And I think like last year, for me, certainly like last year flew by because we had all these lovely ladies and we made friends. And I think for me, it was great because otherwise, like the Bead Club was my social interaction outside of like interacting with the family and like the lives were really great to do and I really do love it and yes, everybody's so nice in the community that I think we're really lucky.
It's been a lifesaver for a lot of us, I think. Especially if you live on your own. This was another one I got off of a tutorial. I got off of YouTube, I think.
Oh, there's so much lovely stuff on YouTube, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
you can find a lot.
And I just used, you know, when you did you had a bundle of rice pearls. I just used the rice pearls for that one, and these were just some crystals that I'd got from you ages ago. And yeah, I've also seen it done with white pearls, and that looks very bridal as well.
Oh, Diana's saying have been lifesaver on tutorials. I really enjoyed it, and I think like I didn't have time to think about anything else because it was like we had to do tomorrow's, like have to think about what we're going to do for tomorrow for live and the day after and the day after, and you just got into the rhythm, and it was you know, it was really good. Oh, Charlotte sent us some stars as well. Charlotte, thank you so much for the stars, lovely. Really appreciate it. I love those. They are the what beads are they?
The agates, aren't they?
Agate ones again, yeah.
I think we did a lot of the agates when we did a money chain bundle.
Yeah.
And these were some of the leftover ones that I made, and I just made them into necklaces.
Oh, Ruth is saying, I wish I found you earlier. But where you got us, Ruth, now? We are here. We're all here. Yes, I think.
She's hooked.
Oh, I think like oh, what was it? I don't know. There's somebody said something about like it's beading is like a drug, and I said in the comments like, "Hello, my name is Kitti, and I'm a bead alcoholic. Nice to meet you." Because it is, isn't it? Once you start making, you just want to create more and more and more. I love that you use up the leftover beads.
Yeah, because sometimes you don't know what to do with them, do you? This is the point, you know. I mean, I think I've said to you before, every now and again I set myself a challenge with a bag of beads and see what I can make from them. And this is a selection of bracelets, all made from leftover beads that I had, and I've just put them together. Lots, you know, quite a few odds and ends, but you know, it's surprising what you can come up with. And if you're selling them, sometimes, you know, you can sell them for say £5.
Yeah.
And it cost you nothing because you've already paid for the beads before, you know?
Yeah, I love that. I know that you used to get our 10-kilo mixes, didn't you, when we used to do them? Yeah. And used to make a lot out of those as well.
That's right. Yeah, well, I used to take some of the beads down to a group of guys with learning disabilities, and at one of their clubs we used to do sort of an hour's beading session with some of them as well. You know, he was using a lot of their beads.
Dina's got a question for you. What's leftover beads?
Yeah, true. They can all be used.
Definitely, 100%.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, like yesterday, that I want to have a little bit of a, like, you never stop, like rearranging and rejigging, like your craft room or however you store your beads. And I was just thinking yesterday evening that I might have a little bit of a jig around, but I'll see. Oh, and it's saying you're a woman after my own heart.
These are just some rose quartz bits and pieces that I made up as well.
I love those
that's got some silver super duos in it, just mixed in with some chips and some odd stones that I had. Again, chips with that one, and that's got some freshwater pearls with it.
They look up. I love rose quartz as well.
Yeah. Some of you can get. I mean, if you get the deeper rose quartz, it's beautiful. Sometimes they can be a little bit on the washed out side, can't they?
You would use think if you jig around again, absolutely, Diane. You find so much stuff, and you have like a clear out, and that you have a tidy up. That absolutely. Oh, I think that's the long style necklace you did, didn't you? With and you did one for your daughter as well. As I remember,
Yes.
you put it up in the group.
Yeah. I've made a few of these now actually. So it's 4 strands.
I love it. I think that looks really good. And you can wear it
Yeah.
got this sort of verse further down. I really do love it. And you can use
And I
any
think,
sort of beads for that one.
yeah, and I mean I think these are all I got from you. These I got from one of those big 10 kilo bundles that I had from you originally, and I think they came from it. These I think I bought from you when you had a sort of a sale on as well, and then just 2 different lots of chain with it as well. But you know, with in the summertime with the the sort of the longer dresses, you want something a little bit more of a statement, don't you?
Yeah,
So that's that one.
absolutely. That looks really good.
This is another one I've got.
Oh, I love those little, are they blue and white, those beads?
Yeah, again, I got this from these were the reclaim beads as well. Yeah.
I'm gonna go and check the website out now. I think we all will.
She does have some nice stuff, but as I say, you put it with new stuff that you get, so it's none of it's going to waste, is it? What else have we got? Let's have a look. Don't know how much time you've got, Kitti.
We got time, don't worry.
Okay.
I'll always say, can't imagine what 10-kilogram beads would look like. So it's like it comes in a big white box, and I think actually comes in 2 boxes. And it's just really mix. We call it mixed sweeping. Well, obviously we didn't sweep them up from the floor, but they're just like mixed stuff. What we had bulk stock of it, and that you got like loads of different bits and pieces in there.
Oh,
String of beads,
so,
like bits of beads, sometimes a bit of cabochons or like crystal drops or like it's loads of different bits. But whatever we have, we got loads in stock. They make it up to like just in a big mix. I don't know actually if we got any in
there's
stock at the
No.
moment.
Nothing.
Oh,
there's
Simon's saying
such
we
good
got
value.
nothing in stock at the moment, but we do them time to time. When we have like a good old tidy up at the warehouse, that's when we do like a few boxes and they go on sale.
But they are worth buying. They are really worth buying, especially if you do lots of multiple makes of things for craft fairs and school fetes and things like that.
Yeah.
Again, these are some more reclaim beads, and that's one of my favourite toggles as well that you've got
The
on your
heart one, I
website.
love that one as well with the little
It's
dots on it.
lovely. It looks expensive. That's what I like about it. There's that
Dina
one.
is saying we should do more. The 10-kilogram mixes, yeah, we will do.
Yes, you should.
Once we have an extra half a day or a day in the warehouse, and Simon is saying 2 days in the warehouse, we will have a rummage and make some more up.
Yeah. Again, all the yellow beads from this came from the anniversary kit we did.
Yeah.
And the lampwork beads I think I bought them a long time ago. I'm sure I got them from you actually.
They do look familiar. Are they like
Yeah.
flattish?
Yes.
Like a disc shape, yeah.
Yeah. So that was that one. I managed to put the kit to good use, to be fair. Again, that's some more of the beads from the same kit, and I made
Oh, I love those earrings, little chandelier earrings.
yeah. I think the chandelier findings are lovely because you can make some nice drops with them.
Charlotte is saying, love the combination of colors. So that's the anniversary kits, what we did on the 23rd of March. They're no longer available on the website because they were only there for like 2 days. But you never know, you might come back and do something different in the future. We see.
Be nice if you
It's just
do.
with the way to put colors together and bits of pieces together for people to use, I guess, because sometimes that is the hardest part. But that's what people tell me, that like, how do I match my colors? What beads am I gonna put together with what?
That's one thing you are good at, is putting the colours together. That's a problem that I have sometimes. That's why when I was doing the peyote bracelets that time, I had to come and ask you I knew what colours I wanted, but I didn't know quite what
Yeah.
combination.
But you know, like I play with it so much time. So when I was doing the anniversary kits, and then Simon was like, "Come on, you not finished yet?" I was like, "No." 2 hours later, Sam's like, "Haven't you not finished yet?" I was like, "No, I'm not finished yet. I'm still going at it." It took me, I think, like, I don't know, 6-7 hours to put those kits together, because I was going, I was putting a string in and I was taking it out, and putting another one in, look, and taking it out. But I
It's
think
not
they
as
were,
easy as people think, is it?
yeah. But it's just like putting them together and having a look how they look like, really. Oh, that looks lovely.
I think the little white beads I got from you. I'm quite partial to the darker findings anyway, and chain. But yeah, it was just some little bows that I picked up, I think, on eBay once, you know. But very simple to make. And these were another set that I did. Again, the little white beads I got from the 10 kilo mix that I had.
We're
And I
going to
thought
have
they
to
were
go and
quite
do
good.
these 10 kilo mixes in the next couple of weeks now, aren't we?
Yeah,
We're
I
going to have
think
to
you
go and
will.
make some.
Yeah.
See, the problem is that 10 kilo mixes is one of those mixes, but I don't trust them. I want to be there when we're doing it, because like I want to know, like not like I want to know, but I want to make sure that we're putting like good stuff in it. So I want to be there when we're doing it.
They are well worth buying, because I mean, I'm not just saying it because I bought them from you, but there's a lot of strands that are actually in there, full strands, and it's worth every penny, believe me.
Oh, Judy saying, please do. I'll Judy, I just need extra 10 hours in every single day. That'll be fine.
Yeah.
No,
Don't we all?
I'm sort of planning out a lot of days at the moment, so I will plan it in the calendar. That's what I have to do now. That I have to, if I want to do something, I have to plan it into the calendar.
This I had a very large hematite bead stuck in my stash for ages, and then you just on a whim, I picked some odd hematite beads up and made that with it.
That looks really good. It become more of a focal point right in the middle, which I love that.
Yeah, it's quite a substantial bead. It's quite heavy, but yeah, I was quite pleased with that when I finished it.
Carol was asking, the leftover beads you were using, was that just on tiger tail you did it? I don't know which one she was referring to, but you can do it with adding techniques. You could do like beaded chain with it. You could use it on tiger tail. You could make an elastic bracelet. It's depending on what you have got left. And Mina is asking, how much are the 10 kilogram mix, please? I'm not sure how much they're going to be.
50, 60 quid.
They used to be around 50-60 pound, I think, but I'm not sure 100%, because we obviously have to look at what we're putting in there. And yeah, Simon will. I'm the worst one to ask about prices. That's Simon's job. So
sorry, Simon, about that.
So I'll put the pretty colours together and let him to worry about that. So let you know. Then maybe go on the website. But there is like loads of strings in there. To probably about like 100+ strings and bits and pieces. Like some of them broken down and some of them on strings. So you got a lot in there.
Yeah.
Linda is saying straight away, put me down for one. So I think we're gonna sell this boxes pre-made. Like we're gonna have like different names on different things there. Oh bless. Oh, I love that. That's the cabochon we did in the Bead Club a few weeks ago, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. That's my one. But I've now got one to make for a couple of friends as well. Very lovely, just so easy to make, weren't they, Kitti? You know. But very pretty.
Yeah, absolutely. I love beaded cabochons. Oh, Judy wants one as well, and Tina wants one as well.
So
this is saying she needed a 10 kilo mix as well, just in case she might run out of beads. Oh bless.
Yeah.
Oh, Ruth is saying we love Simon. He does an excellent job. He does, actually. He's really good. Oh, I love that's the Amos pendant, isn't it? The
Yeah,
fleur, I think we called it.
yeah, I think it was, yeah.
I love that one. That one was that I loved coming up with that. Love designing that one, and actually I love wearing it as well.
Quite 3D, isn't it? Because it sort of stands up.
Ruth is saying, just chucking out some furniture to make room for 10-kilogram plaque. Oh, bless you.
Nice one, Ruth.
Oh, Carol said she needs one as well.
I don't know if we've still got these, have we, Kitty? These kits?
The fleur pendants, yes. Simon just added the link up there, so you can have a look. And that kit comes with instructions. So
yeah.
They're really nice on the herringbone chain as well.
Yeah. This is one I did with in Labradorite.
Oh, but that looks lovely.
Yeah. Again, I've not had a chance to make the herringbone chain for that one, so I've just put it on the stainless steel chains. I like your stainless steel chains anyway. So
I like them too.
Yeah.
There's not enough hours in the day for all the stuff we want to make, is it?
No, there's not enough hours a day. Again, I've got a herringbone chain to make for this one. That's another Labradorite one I had, and that's made with super duos around the outside. I don't know if it was one of your patterns again or not. I can't remember.
We did one with super duos, and we did it with the Rivolies, and I think we did that as a Facebook Live as well. So there will be a video. Simon, will you pop that link in, please? It was the 80mm Rivolies, and we were encasing it with Reese, maybe it's called.
Reese, yeah.
Simon, we had so many names and we had so many kids, and now it's like all it's like floating around in my head, and I just can't remember any of the names. But I think it was called Reese.
But
Jo said she needs a 10-kilogram beads as well.
Yeah. I've never thought to use super duos around the outside of anything like that, but it actually works, and it was very easy to do again, you know.
It makes it look like more of like a high street bought pendant, because like it gives you more of an element. They were mini duos, Carol, absolutely right. They were mini duos, not super duos.
Yeah.
How do you I don't remember, Camille. I can't remember it at all. Like most of the time. Renee. Oh, not Reese. Renee. It was called Renee, Simon said. See, I didn't remember it. It was start with R. So there's a little trick sometimes I sort of try to find the name with beginning with the same letter. So like, but doesn't always work out. So I remember those better when then the name like became with the same letter.
And these were some of your beaded beads we did with one of the projects as well. I think we've all sort of made a few of those up and kept them in bags to use with different chains and things. But I like sometimes just a single one on a chain. I think looks quite effective.
And with the good things about those, because they got the large holes, you can swap and change them, so you can put more on the chain or you can take them away.
Exactly, and you can get your herringbone chain through these as well, which is quite good too. So yeah, that's something else I really enjoy making. This is another. I've got a thing about Labradorite as well. Sorry, but this is one of the first Labradorite pendants I ever tried to bezel, and I can see lots of mistakes in it, but I kept it.
Yeah.
I think if I was to try and modify it, I'd try and put a frilly bit around the outside of it at some point. But
I have got a tiger eye pendant, which was the first ever pendant I made, and I made it with brand colors, and they're not even my colors, but I love it because that was like the first thing I embezzled, and when I look at it, yes, there is a loads of mistakes in it. I like went through the wrong bead, and there's an extra bead in some places, but I think like, you know, hey ho, I made that like 18 years ago when I was starting out on my beading journey, and I love it.
It's nice to look back on some of the pieces that you've done in the early days.
You stop it, guys. Lindsay's saying now she's just looking for a bigger house to fit all the beads in.
Bless her. And again, we did this in the Bead Club this week.
Yes, that's
Sue's lovely pattern.
Sue's pattern. That's really I love her stuff because she comes up with all sorts of different things. And this was quite funny because she said she did this pattern a couple of years ago. And then when she was making a sample of the other day, she said, oh, actually, I got an easier way for you to do it. So even like when you come up with something and you do it, you look at it a couple of years later, and then you are like, coming up with all sorts of different ways to do it. Oh,
Mm.
Natalie said, build an extension out of beads. I don't know how would that work. I don't know how would that be waterproof, but I'm sure we could sort something out.
Yeah. This is I'll run the other bit more. I had a pair of earrings as well somewhere that went with it. Oh no, it's a bracelet. Going back to the gemstones again, these were some emerald rondelles that I picked up a long time ago, and I made those up for when I was going on a holiday to Italy, I think a few years back.
Oh wow, that looks really good. Oh, I can't believe it's 11:15 already.
I know. Time's gone quick.
Sandra asking, where do I find instructions for the Labradorite one? So the ones we had, there is some. There will be some coming up. There is some bezeling coming up. Will be coming up as Facebook Lives. I was sorting pendants out the other day, but we have got a couple of kits on the website, which then they comes with printed instructions, so you can do them, and they're in the BeadClub section. And I think we had about 5 or 6 different fun rose quartz. Was there labradorite in there? I'm not quite sure. There was lapis, there was amethyst, there was quite a few different stones in there. So have a look at them on the website. I can't believe this. An hour and a quarter just flew by, isn't it? And you were like, "Oh, I don't know. What can I show?" Like every single time, it just goes so fast.
It does, yeah. It really does, yeah.
Oh my God. They're all coming up with ideas now. So no, Lorna is saying, build the walls out of accessible storage boxes when you would have to do wall-to-wall storage. I mean, yes, that's like a really good idea.
And this is the very last one. I think this was another one we did in a BeadClub. I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
I think we did that as a Facebook Live as well, the Samos bracelet.
Yeah.
I love that one because that was like so simple and so easy making that I really love that little that was supposed to be something else on the USB, and I changed it last minute to that bracelet, and I'm so glad I did it because I think it looked great. Lucy sings, Brenda, you are amazing. Thank you so very much for showing us all your beautiful creations.
Thank you.
Saying, thank you. Clary saying, love it. Sandra is saying, thank you. Hannah is saying, I love all your gemstone makes. I think that we all make all sorts of different bits of pieces, and we all come up with all sorts of different, different, even if like we both had the same kit with same beads in it, but all of us would make different things out of it, I think. And that's why I love about jewelry making, that it's so versatile. You can do so many different things. Kimberly saying, thank you, ladies. Have a lovely Sunday. Everybody's like saying, I love that. We're going to have Brenda back. We're going to have to sweet talk her to do us a demo on something, I think. And Brenda is quite local, so she's like, I love this session. I can't. They're coming in so thick and fast. Like I was saying, like, oh, thank you so much. Really enjoyed. Sundays. Thank you so much for both coming on, Brenda, and thank you, Kitti. You're very welcome. I love this session. Sunday is actually one of my favorites because we just get to sort of sit and look at all those beautiful makes, and it's all about inspiration that what other people are making, and you can make it as well. It's not it's not rocket science here. Yeah, I'm just like trying to push all the comments there. It's not rocket science what we do here. So if I can do it, then anybody else and everybody else can do it. So thank you so much for coming on and showing on your makes and being brave.
Thank you for nice comments.
and being brave and showing it to us. I think it's been really lovely. Right, my lovelies. Tomorrow morning I'll be back and we're doing like a longer lariat style necklace, and I'm back on Tuesday 10 a.m. with some ceramic bases with beaded trees, if you can see behind me, just on the windowsill. Wednesday we are doing, what we're doing on Wednesday? Oh, we're doing the beaded ring, the lovely gemstone beaded ring. So this week we got a week coming up with gemstones and doing bits and pieces. It wasn't deliberate, but it's just sort of, I looked at it a couple of days ago in my diary. I'm thinking about each one of those projects are like using some sort of gemstone. So I love it. I'm looking forward to next week as well. Next week doing every single live. So I'll be here at 10 a.m. tomorrow, and do join in. Otherwise, have a lovely weekend, everybody. Have a lovely Sunday. Wherever you are, I hope the weather is going to hold that and it's going to be sunny for us. And Natalie's saying, yay, Gemstone Week. Blessed. And Robin said she's going to go back to sleep for another hour because it's 5 a.m. It's probably 6 a.m. now where she's in America. She got up to watch us. Thank you so much, Robin, to come in and watching us. So everybody take care. Have a lovely Sunday, and we see you very, very soon. Thank you, Brenda, again for coming on and showing us all your lovely makes. Bye, everybody. Bye.